And good evening and welcome to your view with me on Kopote JJ Tabane. Yesterday I spoke about this song of Miriam Makeba called Masakani, and I thought, I asked you to find it for you. You can find it on YouTube there. Masakani. It says Sinjen Jen Jen Emitanda. And I thought, no, we have to do part 2 of the state of our municipalities, because we can only build these municipalities if we work together. We can't leave everything to politicians. The politicians are going to let us down. Massacre in South Africa. It's something we got to drill into our minds, because I've decided this thing of municipalities and fixing of local government has got to be our daily bread. It cannot be left to politicians. If you listen to the news at Prime earlier on, Ketty Mutlatana had an interview where she was speaking about the corruption in municipalities. There was a guest who told of horror stories that are happening at municipalities. It was just a cherry on top. This is what President Cyril Ramaphosa was talking about at the weekend, about the mess that is at the municipalities, particularly in the Northwest. I want to start with the Northwest because, they say charity begins at home. I was born in a village, not a village, a township called Mututu. Very interesting township. The irony doesn't always occur to politicians in particular, So here's a place called Motutu, a person in the house, Motutu. That is a place where people are still queuing on RDP lists for 25 years. It's a place where people in homes, but they don't have water. It's a place where councillors, instead of providing water to municipalities, sell water to the municipality once they fail. So they see a business opportunity in their incompetence. Right? So they don't deliver the water, and then they go and form a business to deliver water so that they create an opportunity for themselves in the name of the people they're supposed to represent. But Wamututu, and I asked the question, why is there no rebellion in Mututu? I want to blame you when you live in Mututu that you have not stood up to remove these councillors from office. And I can remove them, I can election. Remove them now. Sign a petition to force the ANC, who's in majority there, to remove these rotten apples. And I apologize if you are a councillor in Madibeng and you are not corrupt, you are not incompetent, you don't own a business, because I'm not talking to you. Because they are saying one rotten apple spoils the whole bag or potato, whatever you may call it, whether vegetable or fruit. How it's in some more the fruit in the with yabo, like what is a bag okay. So unfortunately, I have to address the rotten bag. Why is that home kakamo kitchen? So you clean the whole fridge, man. So don't stress if you are not corrupt. I'm not talking to you. We're now corrupt, you know that shoe fits you. Let the people remove you from office. And it's easy because in any event, better life for all and so on. So these ones who are giving the ANC a bad name must be removed. And you need to direct your petition to the ANC. Don't dilly-dally towards empowered. You need to direct that petition to the ANC. You got to write a letter to the public protector to investigate councillors in Madibeng who own businesses. Man. It doesn't matter. That's what needs to happen. Because we've got to do something to close the gap between the people who are governed and the people who govern them. That gap has to be closed. And I also give favor to the politicians. There are many things that politicians should be doing. Yesterday we had the councillor, the councillor who's the speaker in the city of Johannesburg, talking about public participation. was talking about puppets, she was talking about public, public participation. We talk about 100, about 200. This city has 5 million people here in Johannesburg. And we were like, a straight face. We talk about 100. And the question I asked is, wow. Why didn't they mobilize their own supporters to go to those meetings for our support? How can that be an excuse? You shouldn't mobilize people to come and talk about the IDP, your municipality. You fail to mobilize your own supporters to come there. Anyway, it's fine. We are mobilize. We are in charge. We are meeting. Even they're always blaming another one. So I don't know. This campaign is not it's the same as Josie at work. He throws everything out. Politicians, they are busy twiddling their thumbs while Rome bends. So they are not going to be the ones to close the gap between the governed and the governors. They are not going to do it. Because when you close that gap, corruption never heads more. So they are not going to do it. What you need to do as the public, and I'm not saying other municipalities, we must set an example. I'm tired of just talking. I want you to phone me if you live in Madibeng and tell me what the population is going to do to start a rebellion in that place for the ANC to listen and remove the rotten councillors who are busy stealing from the people there, who are busy running businesses. Earlier on, the conversation with Kathy Mutlatlana was about qualifications. Auditor General is pulling his hair every month, because every time he brings out the report, because he tells you the things that were being said today was confirmation. In a place like Free State, there was not a single municipal manager with proper qualifications for a longest time. I'm sure there's one or two. And again, if you have those qualifications, I'm not talking about you. We're now only corrupt with you are a municipal manager. Ka favor. You the corrupt politicians. You ought to be ashamed at the level of local government where we are talking about the cold face. The cold face. This is the cold face of our people, where the rubber hits the road. Where these policies of a better life for all, Tabo as GISA, Tabo NDP, and so on, must have meaningful impact in the lives of the people. You like actual implementation. Policy on a leave you man. It's all a school. I don't know policy but implementation 10 not. 10-0. It's because the people have become too relaxed. It's the west. It's the west. There's a Bujana district municipality. But there's a municipal manager there and a CFO who squandered 130 million rand. Bama suspension and they are going to a dictionary. Everything points to the fact that Baba to a Wusaban. Babalama, Kako dictionary. They want to come back to continue stealing. I mean, how do you explain a trip from Brede to Rustenburg, 3 million rand in a books? How do you explain that? How do you explain that an item in a books, 430,000 rands was used to re-gas an air conditioner? The classroom was man. And about weekends a day for no re-gassing of air conditioning, 430,000 rand. Bujana Ala district municipality corrupt to the core. They must dissolve that thing. I don't sometimes what district delivery. That place they cannot organize a peace-up party, man, to save their lives. But I'm sure we'll organize a bribe. Barbara ran a multi-billion rand district. And however, no, this is a district delivery model. Nonsense. The issue of qualifications is at the heart of this. These people, some of these people, don't know what they are doing. It's high time that citizens of Bujanala, citizens of Madibeng in particular, approach the public protector to investigate rotten councillors in those municipalities. Write a petition to the ANC to remove these councillors. They mustn't wait for the elections. They have stolen enough. And if you live there and you haven't done any of these things, don't come crying to me. The anonymous letter, go and do something, because that is your right as citizens. You got the right to make sure your leaders listen to you. And it's high time we stop talking and act. And as if many of us do right to the public protector, I'm told that in Bujanala, with this case, 130 million rand, citizens went to the police station to open a case against these scoundrels. Case number. I hope Minister Tele is listening. The police in Bujanala refused for communities to get a case number of investigating rotten councillors in that place. So when the president then says, hey, Roba, Kuba, why is it? Baba Iranso, start at Madibeng, start at Bujanala, then we will believe you. Don't come and talk at the rally and think that, oh, you've said something so profound. Until we see someone who has stolen 130 million rand in prison, who will listen to you, will think, oh, hey, President, he's now cracking the whip, Waiti. But it means nothing, man. It means nothing when you know for sure that people in Hammanskraal, people in Bujanala, Habana Maids, as we speak, and your deployees are selling water to them. So that you can chase them away. As I was saying yesterday, part of dealing with this issue of qualification of councillors, we must stop this thing of being a councillor, being a career. Once you stop that, service delivery. And all these councillors must just be locked up for a month, man. The local government white paper, 1998, line by line. What does it mean to be a councillor? What does it mean to be a servant leader? It's not a status or a councillor. It's a status. This is work. This is work. And if you are part of the council of Bujanala tonight and you are listening to me, I'm saying to you, go and say to the ANC, so and so is a businessman by night. The councillor by day, businessman by night. During the day fails to deliver water, during the night sells water to the same people. Until somebody is in prison. Sign that petition, generate that petition. Call me now. If you are in Madibeng, if you are in Bujanala, if you are in any other municipality which is experiencing these things, call us now on 010-594-5140. It's an open line tonight. I'm waiting for your calls. Let's change this country, South Africa. Let's take a break now.